guys, welcome back to GloryHunter. We have the opportunity in the suit to win another European Cup final. In Season 2 last year at Juventus, we won the Europa League. In Season 3, in our first year here at Borussia Dortmund, we have made it to the Champions League final. We failed to win the Coppa Italia in Italy. We failed so far to win the DFB Pokal in Germany because I lost the bloody final in that yesterday. But we've only put the suit on for the Europa League final because the Coppa Italia final came during the season. Similarly, the DFB Pokal and was played in just a regular episode. But so far, he says, horrifically tempting fate, so far, every final that I've put the suit on for, we've won. That said, we got Real Madrid, so I'm not so sure that it's going to go so well today. Without cheating and skipping to the end, do leave your score predictions in the comment section down below and let me know how you think this is going to play out. I will show you actually the route that both clubs have taken to get to this stage. In the groups, we topped Barcelona, Victoria Pilsen and Porto. Real Madrid, however, topped their group with 5 wins of 6 against Manchester United, Hajduk Split of Croatia and Wolfsburg of our own Germany. In the round of 16, we saw off Benfica by 6 goals to 4 on aggregate. Real Madrid saw off AC Milan despite losing the second leg. Then we brushed past PSG with 2 single goal to nil victories. Real Madrid winning 3-1 against PSV and 2-1 against PSV. And then we replicated each other's scorelines. 2-2 away, 1-0 at home. In both of our respective semi-finals, we beat Manchester City. Real Madrid won the Clásico against Barcelona. I am nervous to say the least. The Europa Conference League has been won by Rennes of France, Stade Rennais, and the Europa League has been won by Newcastle, a side that we're playing at in the My Player and are in the knockout stages of the Europa League, so maybe that's a sign of things to come on the second channel in the My Player save. Fingers crossed, it'd be great to win that in the My Player. However, we're trying to turn the lights on in the trophy room here in the GloryHunter. We will have another season at Dortmund, I think, next season to try and go for the Bundesliga and the Pokal, with significant improvements able to be made to the starting lineup with Adeyemi, Barnes and Fernandes, the obvious weaker links. Fernandes, and Sally Özcan actually. Fernandes 86 rated, but he doesn't really play like an 86 rated player, which is a frustration. So, here we go. Real Madrid versus Borussia Dortmund in Germany at the Veltins Arena, which is our rivals' ground. Oh, how FC Schalke 04's fans would love Dortmund to lose the final in their back garden. Wish me luck. I'm going to say 2-2 and then Dortmund on penalties. I'm going to show some faith, but not massive faith. I'm really nervous. Our first ever Champions League final in the GloryHunter. Here we go. That's what we're playing for. The Champions League trophy. Real Madrid are strong, to say the least, in their starting lineup. However, they are missing one key player, that being 90 rated Marquinhos at centre-back. He is suspended for the final. We're at full strength. Everybody that we could want to play is playing and starting. Dortmund colours on one side, Madrid colours on the other. Come full time, there will only be one set of ribbons on that trophy. But what colour will they read? Purple and white? Black and yellow. Gah! I'm desperately hoping we can pull this off. We have other opportunities in the GloryHunter to try and win the Champions League elsewhere, of course, because almost every side that we manage in this save will be in the Champions League. Although, when we change clubs, you guys certainly seem to prefer me moving to teams that are not the elite, to have a bit of a storyline, a bit of a rebuild, so to speak, on the way through. At the Veltins Arena of all places, Thibaut Courtois in goal for Real Madrid. Diogo Dalot at right back. Then it's Esteve at right centre-back, 77 rated. Bastoni and Mazraoui. Valverde, Camavinga and Tchouaméni. Moussa Diaby on the right wing, formerly of Bayer Leverkusen. Vini on the left, and it's Lautaro Martinez through the middle at striker for this Real Madrid side. Strong, as we say, but not their strongest. Is the lack of Marquinhos going to be a weak spot in their lineup? Or is Esteve going to have the game of his career and prove that maybe he's worth keeping in the starting lineup, even when Marquinhos is back from suspension? There might be a yellow card coming someone's way earlier on. I didn't quite glance and see who it was that made the foul. Tchouaméni, though, with a ridiculous interception to ensure that there is no chance for an opening goal in the early stages here. They have such pace in that front line with Martinez, Diaby and Vinicius Junior. Such strength and quality and stamina in the midfield with Camavinga and Tchouaméni. And Valverde's in there too. And Lautaro gives Real Madrid a 1-0 lead, and we are up against it today. That's the quality we know that they have. That's the quality we feared. It's the quality they've shown. 1-0 Real Madrid. Well, that wasn't the start we wanted, was it? Lautaro Martinez's 8th goal of this Champions League campaign gets them off to an early start. But that's fine. We can recover. That said, Real Madrid appear to be pretty bloody good at the minute. Valverde with a nice interception. Nuno Mendes looking to try and feed that into the front man, but picked off by Camavinga. And here's Vini. Little back heel. Valverde to Vini again. Lautaro to Camavinga. We just lost the Deutsche Pokal to Hoffenheim. And we're already 1-0 down in this one. But Schlotterbeck's intercepted that well. Lautaro Martinez puts just enough pressure on him to put him off when he's trying to play his next pass. And Lautaro's in again here. And Niklas Süle gets a foot in. And I'm just getting rid of this. The pressure is really on. Adeyemi didn't really follow the flight of the ball there. And it's just all Real Madrid in these opening stages. I cannot even get out of my own half, let alone think about scoring a goal of my own. They're putting a bit of a press on, though. So we'll try and play around it. It worked for us against Leipzig in the league. It could well work for us here too. God, they are good so far, Real Madrid, though. That was one of the most difficult opening 20 minutes of our entire time at Dortmund so far. Looking for Harvey Barnes here, however, who will look for Florian Wirtz, who draws an excellent save out of Thibaut Courtois. It may even have been Enzo Fernandez that had that effort. I think it was. Courtois is arguably the best goalkeeper in the world. And proving it there. Oh, and Vini's just too quick. It's 2-0 Real Madrid. He's too fast. I can't catch him. He's gone. A little samba in the corner. And as we nearly equalise at one end, they extend the lead at the other. I said 2-2. Just need to make sure that the next 2 goals go my way. Oh dear. Sally Özcan out there to Weston McKennie. Evidently, the quality of this Real Madrid side is what we have to aspire to in this save if we're to win the Champions League. Oh, we very nearly had one back there. Harvey Barnes' shot blocked at source. Really good attempt. Here's Valverde now as Real Madrid look to finish us off with a third if they can. And if they do, then I'm certain we will lose. But we're going to continue to fight hard, but nothing seems to be coming off for us here at the moment. Here's Lautaro. Süle in the tackle. Does well. Everything seems to be falling for Real. Bellini trying to get that around the corner. Get there, Sally. Well in, son. And Wirtz. Florian Wirtz in behind. Florian Wirtz. We're not out of it yet, mate. Karim Adeyemi makes it 2-1. We're on German soil. It might be Schalke soil, but it's German soil nonetheless. Borussia Dortmund right back in this Champions League final. Game on! Mazraoui back to Vinicius Junior. Mazraoui to Valverde. Valverde to Vinny again. Just get to half-time, Ches. Just get to half-time. Well in, Nicolas. Can't get rid of it. Lautaro. Camavinga. 3-1 Real Madrid. In the 3rd minute of the one added on at stoppage time. That is then back in it. Sula just delayed with the pass. Couldn't get it out. And they've punished me for the mistake. Last kick of the half. The 2-goal lead is restored by Real Madrid. I don't know what else I'm supposed to do there with Sula, if I'm honest. I win the ball back here. And the obvious thing to do in this situation is to pass it left or right. The only thing to do in this situation is pass it left or right. So, I've just looked to pass it left. Just so happens that Freddy Valverde is right in the bloody way. I honestly don't know what else I could do in that situation. If I try and go for a clearance, by the time he's wound up for it, Valverde picks my pocket anyway, and I just get tackled before I've even tried to get rid of it. We did so well to get ourselves back level, or not back level, but back in it. With 3 shots apiece in that first half. Real Madrid have scored every single one of theirs. We have only scored 1 of ours. But we've had the 3 chances that they had in the first half. So, there is the numbers there to back up us potentially still getting something from this final. It was a 4-goal prediction from me, 2-2. It's still 4 goals, but it's 3-1. 45 minutes to go. Oh, just get off. Good save. Thank you, Gregor. Huge from Kubel to make the stop there. Absolutely massive. I'm trying to get to Schlotterbeck here, because he's who I want. Harvey Barnes is underneath that. He'll chase after it, but Vinny will get to it first. Support here from Camavinga. There are a number of white shirts around. He's in the box. Schlotterbeck gets the tackle in, and we'll work that away. Salih Özcan to Florian Wirtz and Harvey Barnes. I'll have to go backwards to come forwards. Got many other options there. Barnes forward. Adeyemi. Can he get the turn on the defender? He can't. We can get that out to Nuno Mendes, and then we'll look for Adeyemi. It's an awful pass from Nuno Mendes. It's not good enough, and that's the difference. It's well in by Salih Özcan, though. And Barnes and Wirtz. And Bellini, the man that joined us here from Juventus, draws the save out of Thibaut Courtois, and so far, he's the difference. Our goalkeeper has made 1 save from their 4 efforts. Their goalkeeper continues to make a save from every effort that I have. That was headed in from Weston McKennie, that header, but the keeper stopped it again. And again. Running out of time, 20 minutes or so to go. Weston McKennie to Bellini. Running out of time, we're running out of space. Running out of everything. Running out of will and belief that we can pull this off. Vinicius Junior has destroyed me in this game. Camavinga to Lautaro Martinez. We've won it back, however, and we will go again. Come on, Harvey. Get in behind Mr. Barnes. Diogo Dalot is the weaker of the fullbacks they have, and that right side of their defence is the weakest part of it. Come on, please. Looking for Wirtz. Finding Bellini. Just can't get out. Just can't get it out of his feet quickly enough to do anything of any real note with it. Real Madrid are just quite simply too good. This Dortmund side is decent, but it is not yet of Champions League winning levels, it seems. A change for them. Kyle Walker on for Esteve. Away, please. Bellini wins. Vinicius brings that down. Twists and turns away from me. And there's space here for Camavinga. Into Tchouaméni! Oh my god, I'm trying to get rid of it. Tchouaméni strikes the woodwork. Unbelievable. Come on, Harvey, get down the line, son. Wirtz is there. Florian Wirtz in behind again. Florian Wirtz. Thibaut Courtois is officially a joke. How has that not gone in? He makes unbelievable saves. It's not going to be, lads. We're going to lose. Champions League final. Why is it Niklas Sula that's there on the edge of the box? Courtois with the save again. I've had more chances than them. I've had just as good a chance, or just as good chances as them. But we just can't find a way past Thibaut Courtois more than once. Bit of footwork from Adeyemi. And the turn. Oh, swing and a miss. Yep. Real Madrid, and in particular, Thibaut Courtois, is better than anything I've ever faced before. The reason that Real Madrid have won that Champions League final is the Belgian between the sticks. And no other reason. I can't believe it. We dominated them in part. For quite a while, in fact. Oh, I felt like we were the better side in the mainstay of the game. But they just had that little bit extra. Every time that I tried to get something from them, it was a tackle, it was a block, it was a save from Thibaut Courtois. The trophy room, this season in GloryHunter, as it did season 1 at Juventus, will not be having anything added into it. We won 2 trophies season 2 at Juventus. We will aim to do the same, if not more so, with Dortmund season 2 here. There is absolutely room for growth in this Borussia Dortmund side. Absolutely, we will have the funds to facilitate that growth next season as well. We'll have a full season roundup now at the end of the year. But that's heartbreak. That's heartbreak to have gone through the emotional turmoil of both games against Paris Saint-Germain and that second leg semi-final against Manchester City. To be outdone by Real Madrid in quite such fashion is gutting. Absolutely gutting. There is going to be work done to that starting lineup next season. Absolutely. Out of curiosity, are there any jobs available right now? Freiburg, Leverkusen, Stuttgart, Wolfsburg, Hoffenheim, PSG. Well, maybe you guys might like me to try a different challenge in Germany, a longer form challenge in Germany. But do I have the luxury of the time to do that? Because of the nature of the GloryHunter, that's the biggest question really, isn't it? Because of course, we only have 15 seasons to win everything. And we're heading into season 4. We were already more than 20% of the way through now. And I don't think I do have the luxury of taking any of these other sides that step further. I don't have the time to be able to do that at present. So it will be another season at Dortmund here in this save. However, what is the scenario in all of the various competitions that we were involved in this year? And of course, what are our plans for the transfer window next season? In the Bundesliga, we finished 3rd, so it will be Champions League football for BVB next year. Leipzig 2nd, and Bayern Munich won the league, 9 points clear of us in the end. Leverkusen in 4th. Hoffenheim and Stuttgart round out the top 6. Relegated were Heidenheim and Bochum. Mainz will be in a relegation battle playoff with a side that is to be determined, not yet decided. And we lost the Deutsche Pokal yesterday to Hoffenheim in the UEFA Super Cup. Manchester City won that. We just see the Champions League final. We know that Newcastle won theirs. They won the final against Leipzig by a 1-0. And it was Rennes in the Europa Conference League. They won 1-0 as well against FC Basel. Just devastated to lose the Champions League final in that fashion. So it felt like we were the better. So we certainly created more. We absolutely created more. Let's have a look at the other leagues then around Europe. Who's going to be joining us in the Champions League next year? And who did what? Premier League was won by Liverpool. by 9 points from Spurs. Manchester City 3rd, Chelsea 4th, Manchester United only 6th, Arsenal 14th. 14th. Southampton, Norwich and Bournemouth relegated. In the Championship, Brentford and Watford back up with Burnley, West Brom, Middlesbrough and Cardiff battling it out for a playoff spot. Wigan, Portsmouth and Peterborough relegated to League One. In League One, Rotherham and Blackpool are back up. Derby, Charlton, Sheffield Wednesday and Ipswich in the playoffs. Relegated are Salford, Swindon, Cheltenham and Crewe. And in League Two, Cambridge United promoted again. Well done, lads. Along with Morecambe and Doncaster Rovers back to League One. Northampton, Lincoln, Fleetwood and Mansfield Town in the playoffs for them. And were it to be relegation, it would be relegation for Hartlepool and Harrogate. En Francais, PSG win the league by 5 points from Lyon. Monaco in 3rd and Marseille in 4th. Lille only 7th this year. In the Zwei Bundesliga, Werder Bremen and St. Pauli will be up next year. Dusseldorf will battle it out with Mainz to see who gets relegated or who comes up. Ingolstadt and Saarbrücken will go down, and then Dynamo Dresden will battle it out with 3rd placed Hansa Rostock in the Dry Liga, with Erzgebirge coming up as Magdeburg win the league. And were there relegation, it would be Bayreuth and Verl that go down. In Serie A, my Juventus side finished 4th in the league, although they do score 108 goals in doing so. Roma win the league, Inter 2nd, Napoli 3rd, AC Milan only 5th. In the Eredivisie, it's PSV by a margin, 16 points back to Ajax. Porto win the league in Portugal. In the SPL, it's Celtic from Rangers by 4 points. And in La Liga, Real Madrid by 2 points from Barcelona. Atleti do finish 3rd this time around. Real Betis in 4th. Sevilla 7th. Villarreal only 8th. With regards to the board objectives, they're quite happy with me. They wanted me to just get to the final, I think, of the Champions League, which I'm sure they're happy with. Yeah, it was indeed reach the final when we did that, of course. We didn't win the cup in the Pokal. We got to the final, though. We didn't win the Bundesliga title. We did finish top 3. However, I imagine they will want the treble next year. We will want the treble next year. Financially, we did one. We didn't do the other, but obviously we can do that in next season. Brand exposure-wise, we did both of those. Youth development-wise, we haven't done that yet. We probably won't. I am contemplating a youth-only RTG again, however, maybe to end the FIFA 23 year, if that's something you might be interested in later down the line. God, I'm gutted. I really felt like we could have won the Champions League there. We will have other opportunities, of course, and the chance to play in a World Cup with England at the end of next season as well. With regards to our own team then, goalkeeper Kubel stays, as does Flecken. Meyer leaves us at the end of the season. I'm happy with the goalkeeper situation. We're not going to be changing any of that. At left back, Nuno Mendes is not great. I would absolutely be open to selling Nuno Mendes and bringing in a new left back. So potentially that's something that could happen. At centre back, I need more. Gabriel, Schlotterbeck and Sula are great, but they're not enough to challenge on all 4 fronts. Weston McKennie at right back is superb, but I would like and will need another right back as well. So certainly there's going to be a lot to be done in the transfer window. Sally Özcan absolutely can be improved upon. Might not sell him, might just look to bring in someone else to add depth to that role, as Sally Özcan will drop out the starting lineup, someone else will come in. Harvey Barnes would look to improve on him. Bino Gittins probably sell and have Harvey as the backup. Bino Gittins just wasn't good enough when called upon. Enzo Fernandez, I don't know what to do with him. I'm not going to sell him, but whether I leave him in the starting lineup and bring someone else to replace Sally Özcan, or drop Özcan and Fernandez and sign 2 central midfielders, we shall have to wait and see what you guys reckon. Wirtz will continue, obviously. Julian Brandt, is he too good for a backup? Maybe. Houssam Aouar is absolutely going to get sold next year. We'll add him to the transfer list now. Bellini will continue on the right. Gio Reyna will continue as a backup. Adeyemi, I will probably look to replace at striker, despite the fact that he scored 33 goals in 43 games this year. I think Adeyemi as a wide option might be better utilised if I can then get a better striker. You guys ran that idea past me last year or in the summer. and I elected to keep Adeyemi up top. He has been great, but evidently not enough to help us win anything this year, despite that goal return. So maybe we move Adeyemi to a left winger, and I'd be intrigued to know what his stats would look like, what his overall would look like as a left winger. Very intrigued indeed. So let's do that and see what he looks like, and we'll find out what he looks like at the beginning of next season. Jonathan Burkhardt, 9 goals in 23. He's all right. He's not bad, but equally, he's not spectacular. And I do feel like I need better goal-scoring threat up top. Gutted to go out in all competitions in the manner that we did. We reached 2 cup finals this year. We fell short on both occasions. Next season, we will add something to the trophy room. Of that, I promise you. Maybe we change formation? I don't think so, though. Quite happy with the formation as it is. I just think we need perhaps better quality in key areas. That'll do for now. Thank you very much for watching today, guys. Thank you for watching this Champions League final. Join me tomorrow for Season 4, Episode 1, where we will be spending some money. I'll see you next time.